and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Jets, next on EA Sports.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Jets. Ashton Doolin now to return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by a former #2 overall pick in the draft from BYU at Zach Wilson.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Play action. It's Wilson. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. Again, that's Hurst.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. Ready, go.
First carry for James Conner. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
I know you feel that.
The numbers there for Conner in last week's game. 12 carries, 127 yards, and a score.
So he scored his 8th touchdown on the ground last week, and most guys I know, they want to get into round numbers. So, you know, 10 is really the goal, and this is one sport where being selfish and scoring touchdowns.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Ravens ready to take over. On the carry there, it'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Play action. It's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Let's go.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that is officially a loss of 1. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson steps away. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's caught inside the 35.
Let's go.
A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hope we'll get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he's brought down after a very nice game. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Point after, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 43-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Throwing is Wilson. And he finds Corey Davis. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now it's Wilson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. .39 yards on the pump, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't he? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him. It should open up things for you.
And now here's a carry heading left. Room to run past midfield. And down right around the 37. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 120 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and is able to take it into the end zone.
No problem there on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now it's Crowder. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation,
They've got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before it's brought down.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the touchdown. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now Wilson. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And now off to the races down the right side. The 20.
Yeah, baby.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
6. Quick 6. That's what they call us.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. The point after is good, and that makes the score 21-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Now it's Crowder. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. He'll get that one to Carter complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yards.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered. He just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Jackson. And he will find his man Ruggs. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson rolling to it. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews as time expires in the first half. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all...
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And some room to maneuver. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Boy, 208 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now a handoff looking right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's
now
go.
as we look down, it appears we've got a jet shaking up on the play.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Now they try the right side here. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And now here's a carry heading left. Able to power through. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to the play charts.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Now Corey Davis and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Connor. He's a bulldozer. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Here's Connor. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
So that one will be accepted.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Wilson. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he found that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
To throw again is Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Parkey adds the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. had that time of 6 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Now a handoff as they run left side. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43.
You got him.
Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field.
2nd and 2.
While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now a handoff as they run left side. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. It's a big play there for Baltimore. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on. But apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
The return is Doolin. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Now Wilson on 1st down.
And this will be swung out here for counter.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And Davis has it over the middle. Touchdown, Jets. Corey Davis with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year.
And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Harkey with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line.
Let's go, folks.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game, that means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
They can't stop.
A great effort there, with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year.
And the Ravens are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add two more to the lead as they continue to hoard on here in the fourth.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw going to be caught by Davis. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Moore. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Second and 2.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target, and it's third and short. Wilson will throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Ravens will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
CD, this defense, I mean, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one, 39 yards.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And now here's a carry heading left. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They're going to hurry back to the line now. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, Charles